Once there was a man who felt lost and helpless. He lost his job, his wife divorced him, and within a few months, his father passed away. He was sad and depressed that life was putting him through tough times and hardships. He was facing difficulty in making peace with the reality and to move on with his life. He wanted to seek answer to questions that were troubling him and gain some clarity about his situation. He decided to go for a silent retreat, isolating him from his chaotic world. He went to a monastery in Tibet, seeking knowledge and wisdom. During his stay in the monastery, he spent quality time and felt slightly calmer. But still, he was not able to have a peaceful mind. So he approached his mentor. His mentor said he could speak to one of the monks in the monastery before he leaves and find clarity for the situation. The man approached one of the monks and asked, "How do you find peace?" The monk replied that he said yes to everything that happened in his life. He just said yes. The answer was very short but had a deep meaning. The man did not understand what the monk told him but accepted it humbly and left the monastery. After reaching home, the man was thinking about the monk's answer and realized what he meant. He was enlightened by the monk's answer. The answer to finding peace and to live a peaceful life is complete acceptance. One must accept life as it is and must learn to say yes to whatever life is giving without trying to restrict it. Most pain comes from trying to restrict what life is offering us, and when we resist what life is, we suffer. Consider life as a river that flows in one direction. It becomes difficult when you try to swim against the river. The moment we say yes and surrender to life without trying to control it, that's when true power comes from. We want our life to play out exactly as we think it should be, but life is unpredictable. We end up in situations and events which cannot be changed and are out of our control. All of us experience pain and suffering at some point in our life, and it is part of human experience. When going through a difficult time, we end up labeling ourselves as unfortunate and behave like a victim of circumstances. We complain constantly that life is being unfair to us. We develop a victim mindset and attitude which makes the world a tough place to live. Our body and mind are the only instruments through which we can experience our life. When we get caught up thinking about how our life should be and how it should play out, we become quite inflexible and rigid. This not only creates constriction in one's mind and consciousness, but also blocks the free flow of life and our ability to experience life. If you are feeling resentful about an unpleasant event that has happened in your life and wishing things to be different, or thinking how life is unfair, you might be fighting reality. You are not only hurting yourself, but also prolonging your pain and suffering. This negative thinking keeps you stuck in life, spending your time searching for meaning and trying to make sense of events happening in your life. This is nothing but torturing yourself over the unfairness of a situation that has happened. The more constricted you are, the more pain you carry upon yourself. Instead of fighting, start accepting life. There is no escaping, no denying, and no use in resenting. Simply accept things as it is. All of us go through difficult times. No matter how good we are, we cannot escape the inevitable truth that unfairness will still occur. If you want to live a peaceful and fulfilling life, then you have to start accepting the truth that there are always going to be some parts of your life that are going to be unfair. There will always be huge chunks of life which you have no control over. Instead of moaning and groaning, let go of the expectation of fairness. Be open to life and listen to the lessons being taught. By practicing this, life will happen on a larger scale. This not only has a positive effect on your emotion, but also changes the way you experience the world. Some people have the capability of breezing through life from problem to problem by smiling, being grateful, and laughing through it all. These are the people who take responsibility for their life and happiness. They don't have a victim mindset. Such people know very well that if they want to live a happy life, regardless of the challenges, then it is entirely down to them. There are some commonalities among mentally strong people in how they deal with life. They don't feel sorry for themselves. They don't have a victim mindset. They are willing to be adaptable, and they are not ashamed to cry and be vulnerable where needed. This attitude toward life is what makes them stand out from the crowd. They develop the mindset of accepting life as it is. Life is nothing but a series of moments, lessons, and experiences. There will always be a conflict between what you want and what you have. The only way to embrace your life and start living is by accepting situations beyond your control. The first step in accepting reality is to develop a conscious awareness that you are resisting it. The second step is to acknowledge that there is no going back to the way things were. This gives the problem less power over you and helps you to build a little bit of space around the condition that you dislike. As time goes by, you become more interested in the space you built rather than focusing on the condition which caused you pain and suffering. Accepting life is a great tool to cope with hard situations which we cannot control, but it can take time to master it. Be kind to yourself and forgive yourself if you are not always getting it right. Initially start by practicing it in smaller situations like when you are stuck in traffic or having a bad day at work. By practicing acceptance every day, it becomes easier when bigger and tougher challenges come your way. Complete acceptance of whatever it is that you experience at any given moment will help you to shift your thoughts and move forward in life. Instead of feeling stuck, you will start looking for lessons in what you are going through. It is also important to accept your feelings and allow yourself to experience them without any judgment. This will help to work through your feelings in a healthy way. It is not about what you can endure, it is also about resting, recuperating, and living your life fully. You can build an amazing and fulfilling life regardless of the challenges you are facing or going to face. Remember, life is flowing. Accept and embrace every moment. Let the current carry you to your destiny.